Head to NLL.com fan zone to vote for the Connection of the Month presented by Eero today. One lucky winner will be selected to win a prize valued at $1,200. NLL Pick'em is the new way to get involved. With weekly and monthly prizes, everyone has a chance to win. Play today at NLL.com/Pick'em. Now, former Defender of the Year Mitch DeSnoo struggled to start the season like a lot of players on the Toronto Rock, and I checked in with Matt Sawyer to see what changed because his numbers this season have had a fantastic turnaround, and he said, we kept it simple because Challen Rogers missed time, Brad Cree missed time, Latrell Harris missed time as well. Mitch was trying to do everyone else's job and wasn't worrying about himself. Since he's simplified things, he's been a ton better, gobbling up loose balls. He's been great for us in transition as well.
Thank you, Ashley, and such a key part to this Toronto team as action back underway in the second quarter. Andy McNamara alongside Brian Shanahan. Turnover for the Rock as they come down. We're all tied up at 3. And there is the spoken about Mitch DeSnoo with possession here. He'll get rid of it. Jog over to the bench. You have Dan Craig, who needs 1 assist to reach 200 for his career. There's Craig. Ooh, to the weak side. Too hot to handle for Bushi, who's hurt there. He heads off to the bench. He got hit somewhere. He is hurt. Kick saved by Dobson.
The shots on net, 21-9 is what it says in-house for the Rock's favor. So they have been getting a lot of shots on net. Dobson has been good.
Yep. 2 power plays for Toronto. Thompson waiting. They scored on both of them. 10 to shoot. There's Georgia. Lyle Thompson, wait, and try to get through the crowd. Couldn't do it, got knocked up in a bunch of bodies. And we have a penalty?
Yeah, penalty for Toronto Rock. I think it's Justin Martin.
Holding the stick, perhaps?
Brent Colombe, referee, is going to tell us. Yes, holding the stick. Watch in front of the net. That's not it. It was a little bit earlier than that. We were playing the 2-man game offensively, and Martin grabbed the stick.
Lyle Thompson now in the power play. Thompson's dangerous at any time. Never mind giving him some more room up there. High, hard one off the mark. And Toronto here try to eat up some clock. Weir, left wing, centering up. There's DeSnoo with the ball now. DeSnoo going in. DeSnoo with a chance. And we know DeSnoo, Shanny, a couple weeks ago, he wasn't afraid to shoot.
No, he's never afraid to shoot. You know, one of the things I like about his game is he's a great defender, runs the transition, but he never defers. He has no problem taking that shot, and it goes in quite a bit. 6 goals already.
Yeah. And that loss to Saskatchewan, he just walked in, like, I'll do it myself. Had a couple. There's Thompson. Al Thompson moving in, trying to get Rose moving, and he slides to stop it. Under a minute to go in the Georgia power play. Brad Cree distributes to the left side. Just playing catch. Bobbled it, but Corral.
Speaking of bobble, bobblehead guy is Brad Cree today.
That's right. Cree bobbled it on his bobblehead net. 2 to shoot, and they'll just dump it. Bushi should. There you go. And 28 seconds left to kill for Toronto. Georgia trying for one last drive here with that man advantage. Hickey heads off. With Lyle Thompson with possession. Gets rid of it. They're whipping across the top of the arc. 15 to shoot. Creeping, waiting. Thompson. 9 on the shot clock now. Thompson coming in behind the back pass, trying to get Rose moving, and he slid over again.
What a hard over-the-shoulder pass.
Right in close and scores! And that was just as the penalty was expiring, so I don't know if that'll count on the power play or not. But it gives Georgia another lead.
And Shane Jackson, another one of those great offensive players whose numbers are down. He's on pace for 20 goals. He's scored over 30 the last 9 years in this league. MVP 1 year, but he's had a number of shots from there. Not great angles, and this one wasn't a great angle either. but he bounces it through the 5-hole on Nick Rose.
I'm getting word apparently it will count as a power play goal for those keeping score at home. We have 3 special team goals now. 2 for the Rock, 1 for the Swarm. 4-3, Georgia leads. 11:47 to go in the half. The Snoo alone went for the drop pass, didn't find anyone, but Challen Rogers was there to grab it. Captain will move to the center side, center right. Try to create some space. You have him in behind the cage. Watch out for that. Boy, small. Sidearm right on. Dobson saw it all the way. Here's McIntosh directing traffic. In stride off the cage and roll to the save, but the ball's still loose. Pop right up. Pop right up. And Rosa just stopped. Toronto coming back the other end. Looks like maybe they want to slow it down a little bit. Kearney here. Gets rid of it. Yep, Dan Craig. And that's one of those players, Shanny, that if he can get hot, boy, that's another dangerous weapon for Toronto. He went for the pass behind Dobson. Dobson said, I'll take that. Nice
play. That's why you love, you know, a smart goaltender that reads the plays. Yep. He knew what they were thinking.
Hickey gave to Cole. Was too far back. Didn't have an angle on a shot. You have the Thompsons on. Miles. Shoulder save by Rose on that glove side into the mesh behind Nick Rose. The Toronto ball. There's Dan Craig strolling into Georgia territory as the Rock offense comes on the floor. That is an absolute rocket by Boucher. He just stepped in and wired it.
He sure did. 5-on-5 lacrosse. That's from Tom Schreiber territory, this goal. And I think Dan Craig got his 200th assist as well.
I believe you're right.
That's Craig making that long pass. And Boucher just got everything into it from long distance. And what a beautiful shot. And the tip of the hat to Dan Craig.
That is a lot of power by Boucher. Just 5'11", but 210 pounds. He put all of that behind that shot. And yeah, 200 career assists for Dan Craig. Quite the milestone. TD Erling comes up with a face-off win for Toronto. He immediately heads off. With Toronto, you have the Snoo in motion. And there's Captain Challen Rogers in the neutral zone. So all tied up. There is Grennan. Grennan with some space. Grennan might have had his stick knocked when he took the shot.
Yeah, I think it just got ticked, but good play.
Yeah, Boucher still on the floor. Here's Grennan. Right wing. The newcomer, Grennan, hops up with some space now. Sidearm, what a shot by Schreiber. But Dobson was there to stop it.
I really like that pass by Grennan. That's been a good shift by Grennan.
Yeah, jumped up and passed it in the air.
Well, to be that deep and make that pass back to Schreiber, that's a really nice play.
Here's Benedict. He has one tonight. 12 to shoot. Benedict went for the sidearm skipper, and it sails into the crowd on the near side. We are all tied up at 4. You're watching the NLL on TSN and ESPN+.
We're here to sweat the details, to test and retest. Because when you're known for speed and reliability inside, you need to deliver speed and reliability outside, in all kinds of weather, all year round. Because if it can handle all of this, it can definitely handle this. Introducing Aero Outdoor 7. Aero, the way Wi-Fi should be.
NLL Plus is here and free. The league's new streaming service offers fans around the world access to live games, full game replays, highlights, and exclusive content. Sign up today at NLL.com/plus. Andy McNamara alongside Brian Shanahan. You got to look there, Shanny, at Dan Dawson.
Yeah, the legendary Dan Dawson. You see second all-time NLL scoring, but he's always been a coach, but not on the bench for the Rock. And Rusty Kruger, I think when he got into that altercation last week with the Buffalo bench is suspended, but I like what Dawson said. He says, I'm just here for now.
Right.
You know, because you start thinking, what happens if they win with Dawson? Right. They're gonna say, oh, no, he's made it clear. This is Rusty's spot. Rusty is a great coach, and Rusty will be back.
Dan Dawson, we called many of his games over the years, Shanny. What a absolute legend.
And a gentleman.
Absolutely. Georgia with possession here. We're all tied up at 4. Under 10 to play. And that ball sails into the Swarm bench. It'll be Rock ball. Oh. And the officials want to start from a different spot, I guess. All right, now we're underway. Toronto in motion. There's Dan Craig. Dan Craig turns on the jet, pulls it back. His pass back to point down. Clicks with Craig. Craig trying to look, pick his set. Craig distributes to the other side and scores from Schreiber. What a goal by Corey Small, making a hat trick.
Beautiful goal. And third assist for Schreiber, third goal for Small. Again, it starts with Craig, moves it across to Schreiber, and he gets his pass through. Oh my God.
Oh, thread the needle.
Yes, he sure did.
And then just that moment.
You know, it's funny because I was talking to Rock coach Matt Sawyer about, sometimes the Rock making high-risk passes on offense that turn into transition. And, you got to learn not to do that. I say, but for some reason, Schreiber's passes always make it through the sticks. They do.
He is so precise. And Corey Small, we talked about it. The Smoo, oh, that shot went off of the back of Mike Manley. That's going to leave a mark. And Shanny, we've said that Corey Small or Dan Craig needs to step up for the Rock, where Corey Small is doing it. Great and close, denied by Dobson. The former first-round pick making his presence felt. Oh,
put it on the floor for Georgia. I think Andrew Q came off early from the referee's opinion.
The Rock 2 for 2 on the power play.
Georgia penalty, 2 minutes illegal sub served by the in-home.
And Q argued. Although I guess you're always going to argue. I have to admit, I didn't see it. I saw him on. I couldn't tell you whether the guy was off in time.
Right. In the in-house for Georgia Swarm to serve it, number 6, Jacob Hickey. Toronto on the power play, creeping, blocked by McIntosh. Here's Schreiber, behind the back pass. Oh, just took his eye up for a second to Bushi. Schreiber's committed to getting one of those behind the back assists, I'm telling you tonight. Schreiber, that corner finally. Small, ooh, kick save by Dobson, well done. Picked up by Schreiber, fresh 30 for Toronto.
We're going to talk about their plans here.
Packed house here at Paramount Fine Food Center. They are loud. Rock try to connect again on this power play. Here's Howard. Ooh, and Dobson hugging that post. Bushi denied.
That's a similar play to the Small goal, this time going to the other side, but Dobson was ready for it.
For Toronto, McIntosh has the ball knocked loose. Trying to eat up as much time as possible. Minute 2 left. Ball pinned. And
referee's trying to get in. A good call by the referee. McIntosh was holding that ball against his chest, and the referee made sure he got into a position where he could see if that was the case, and he called it right away.
Dan Craig again here. Schreiber at the point. Craig receives. Small behind the net. Small in motion, being shoved. Schreiber had a little bit of room for a moment. Defense getting back in. That two-man enclosed strategy. Craig high, hard one. And there's a possible break. Capito Toronto, nice job getting back.
Fortunate for Toronto that Capito couldn't handle that bounce because he is a dangerous player on breakaways.
12 seconds left on the power play for Toronto. Georgia will just try to kill it off here. With Benedict. You have Thompson with it as well. Benedict trying to clear some room for Lyle Thompson. Over to the other side. Rose stands his ground.
Rose just in the right spot.
And we are back to even strength here as the too many men penalty expires. Bree and Desnu being physical on that far board. Ball knocked loose. Hard checked by Toronto. Lyle Thompson. You have McIntosh, Lyle Thompson and McIntosh trying to play a little trick there. Fake ball, fake handoff. Off the post, saved by Steele. Oh, that had Rose beat.
Andrew Q has got quite the outside shot off the pipe, and a couple of Rock offenders going off for defenders.
A lot of velocity behind that one. 5:21 to go in this first half. Lyle Thompson distributes. You have Cole as well on the floor. Hicks being sent all over. Now,
yeah, Miles Thompson just ran over his man.
And there's Latrell Harris.
You want to see Latrell Harris just run over the defender.
Yes,
because he can.
He just moves. I'm telling you, shit, like a linebacker, like a running back. Just the quick twitch movements. He is fun to watch. Here's Kearney. You have Brennan trying to set a pick as well. Does that very well. Being hacked to pitches Boucher. Boucher going the other way. Dobson with the save. Dobson, long, high fly ball. It is caught to Hail Mary. Wow. But the Rock get back.
And Dobson threw that ball before anyone was on the floor.
He led the receiver on that one, that's for sure. There's Benedict step. Put some room. Up to the point. Skip shot into the mesh. What a great sequence here. The Rock leading the Swarm 5-4 in the second quarter. You're watching the NLL on TSN and ESPN+. The NLL is now on the ESPN app. Download the app or visit ESPN.com for the latest news, schedule, and scores. Andy McNamara alongside Brian Shanahan and Ashley Dawkins. What a game we've had so far. 4:27 to go in the second quarter. Packed house here, Shandy. What a ball game.
Yeah, and if you want a piece of good news if you're a Toronto Rock fan, after scoring their fourth goal, they didn't allow a fifth goal by Georgia right away.
That's right.
They played some decent defense, offense, and eventually the Rock got the fifth goal.
It's been one of those weird oddities this season for Toronto, just not being able to get any sort of momentum or runs that we know are so common in the NLL. Georgia with possession. Lyle Thompson with some space. Rose shoulder save. Picked up by Toronto. Desnu races up the floor. He has some help too. You got Harris with him. And Corbeil went for a behind the back pass, and who gets it? It's Toronto. A grab, an underhand scoop. Boucher has it again.
I gotta say, Boucher's playing one of the best games I've seen him play.
He's a spark plug.
He's on those loose balls. He's getting the outside shots. Taking a beating too.
He is. He is taking the punishment. 5'11", 210. Here's Tom Schreiber. In motion, Schreiber behind the net, diving in, scores, count it! Dalwick from Schreiber leaping through the air.
And I will tell you, the coaches will be analyzing this on the Georgia bench right away. Don't be surprised if we see a flag, but I think it was a good goal. I was watching pretty carefully, and Dawick dives across. And
Yeah, look good.
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I'm looking at the Georgia coaches. Ed Comeau doesn't have a flag in his hand, so
It looks like he just looked up, Shanny was like, yeah, that's him.
yeah.
Second of the night
Now,
for Dawick.
looks like one of the assistant coaches down the bench is still looking at his laptop.
Dawick one on the power play, one even strength. Leader in the Rock in goals and points. What a season he's having.
And that's 3 in a row for Toronto now.
Yeah, okay, now a little bit of a run here. There's Grennan, the newcomer, former first-round pick. Oh, the referee skipped off, hit him right in the head. Grennan getting crunched in the corner, trying to hack and come back. The much bigger Rannigan was bulldozing his way through. Rannigan, full head of steam, saved by Rose, bailing out his man.
And Rannigan again, I've loved his game.
He is
Been in this league for a long time, but he's been playing fantastic.
just physical. And there is Toronto. Off that loose ball, Justin Martin. Give him an extra step, he'll burn you. 2:43 to play. Halftime, we'll have highlights and get you all up to date. Dan Craig has career number 200 assists. Looking for a goal to go along with it. Dobson says no. Quick outlet pass, a line drive. Scooped up. There's Bombery. Bombery in a 2-on-1. Bombery goes, and Rose says no. Knocked the stick out of his hand. McIntosh picks it back up, though. Here's the swarm. Spinning is Cole. There's Cole. This is stutter step. He's down on a knee. Sidearm to the point. And scores! Got it. The captain, Jordan McIntosh. An off-script play. That's the 5th of the night for Georgia.
Well, a great sequence for Georgia. Bomberry comes down on that 2-on-1, decides to take the shot. Then Cole, even though he's knocked down, makes that beautiful pass up high to McIntosh, who takes that outside shot in to beat Nick Rose. We're not all tied up. Sorry, I forgot the Rock went up to 6.
Well, Shanny, Cole, we mentioned in the opening, you mentioned it. He is a very versatile player. He can score, he can play defense, he can pass, as we just said.
He's on pace for 38 goals, Cole. This is a guy who, started his career as a defender.
Yeah, T.D. Erlin with another great face-off win. There's a Shaw Harris. Sharp pass to that left corner, heads off. Toronto. Rogers in close. Rogers dives. And standing tall. I don't know if Dobson fully saw it, but he got enough.
Oh, nice save. Well, we really haven't heard a lot.
Now here's Jeremy Thompson. Thompson alone. And I think that hit the post. If not, it was Rose's toe that went all the way down the floor. A chop by Martin. Martin tries to get Lyle Thompson in stride. Alone. A shot. And what a save by Dobson. Denies Boucher. The ball's still loose.
Oh, beautiful play by Boucher. Better save by Dobson.
Wow. Highlights all over the place tonight. Fantastic. Minute 15 to go in the half. Eccleston, the hot shot rookie. He's on the floor. There's Lyle Thompson's swim move. So quick, so twitchy. Yeah. Thompson directing traffic, 6 to shoot. Wide open man, a point. And got through a crowd, but it was wide. Here comes Toronto. Maybe with some room. Here's Kearney. Kearney with 3-on-2. Here to Snoo. Takes the shot. Wide rebound. And scores! Boucher in close. And it's Toronto's 7th of the night.
Well, Boucher deserves to be rewarded for all the hard work he has put in. Just had a great save on him by Dobson. Nice play by Kearney. Looks around, decides the best play. We're not surprised that the Snoo takes the shot.
Got a good bounce.
Yeah, exactly. And why not take that shot?
Yeah.
But a perfect bounce right into Boucher, sticking in the net.
2nd of the night for Boucher. And 22nd of the season. Toronto's lead back to 2, 53.2 seconds to go in the half.
And the way this game has been going lately, like when at the minute and a half to go, you know somebody's going to score. And even now, 53 seconds, I really feel like we're going to have at least one more goal.
Well, Edie Erlin gives it to Challen Rogers. He can score from just about anywhere. The captain winding in, gets the ball knocked free though.
Good job by the defenders.
And Rogers coming in, hacking Capito.
Nice play. Rogers wants to try to make sure that they're not able to let the time clock go below 30 by the time they pick it up. So he ran over to rush them. 31 seconds to go, so they'll probably still be able to pull Dobson.
Timeout for the Georgia Swarm. What a first half. It was all tied up at 3 after 1. And we've seen an explosion here in the second quarter. Halftime coming up at the end. We'll take you through all the highlights. I'll look around the NLL for week 13 and some goalie tic-tac-toe. Should be fun. It's been a fun first half, that's for sure. And Shanny, looks like you're right. Dobson is out of the cage, so extra attacker on for the Swarm.
Yeah, not a ton of risk with 1.4 seconds to go. And they will not let that shot clock wind down. They will take a shot, you know, late in the shot clock and jump all over Toronto if they pick up the ball. But you know, it's interesting to watch though. Like Nick Rose has scored a few goals in his career, and if he can make a save and handle the rebound himself, he'll be looking for the empty net.
See Brett Dobson on the bench, who's had a fantastic first half, as is Nick Rose.
Dobson's faced 35 shots if you can count the in-house shot clock.
It's Lyle Thompson. 25 seconds left. 1.4 second difference between game and shot clock. Carl Harris on the floor. Thompson, they are just taking their time. The Rock defense setting up, keeping an eye on everybody. Thompson bounces. He'll get moving in a second. 8 seconds left, 6 seconds now. They got to hustle, and they will. There you go. High shot behind the net. In close, and scores with 0.8 seconds. I think that did make it before the buzzer.
Now, if it's 0.8 seconds, that should be past the shot clock.
Oh, you're right.
And that's where you might see the Rock consider about throwing the flag. I didn't hear the shot clock. I wasn't looking at the shot clock.
No, we were watching what was going in.
But it was a well-executed play.
It was.
You know, when it went behind the net, you see the Rock coaches are watching it, because I thought...
You might as well challenge it.
Yeah, I would. But anyhow, nice play. Goes to Jackson behind the net. I thought he was going to try to dunk, but Cole gets his stick open. The big, tall guy reaches up, gives Jackson a target to pass to, and just quickly in.
But you're right on that shot clock. See
now.
I don't see
on the clock on the board now. It says
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Which would put 0.2
which
difference.
would give them enough time.
So if that's the case.
And I never did hear the shot clock.
No, me neither. And that will bring an end to an exciting first half. And it is 7-6 for Toronto. After 2 here now, Shanny.
And the goals are coming. Even though we've had great goaltending, the offense is starting to kick in for both teams. I think Toronto Rock's got to be very pleased with that second quarter. They played well. They were not allowing quick goals to after their goals.
Big difference.
Went on a bit of a run, a 3-goal run, but yeah, Georgia's not going anywhere.
Well, and you said I bet there'll be another goal before the end. With 2 seconds left.
I didn't think it was going to be with, you know, barely. First it said an eighth of a second left,
and then 2 left. And it has been quite a second quarter. We're going to have highlights coming up and a spin around the NLL to keep you up to date on the out-of-town scoreboard as well. And now we'll send it down to Ashley Docking.
Thank you, Andy. Corey, you guys have had a really up and down, really high-paced half here. What have you liked about your performance so far?
I mean, that's it, just the energy, right? You know, we have no choice but to play our best, and leave it all out here, and I think we've shown that we've got a good start to the game here. We got to keep this momentum going.
So we know you to be a catch and shoot specialist, but on one of those goals there, you're zipping across the top, shooting it on the run. Is that something that you're looking to do and just diversify some of the offerings offensively?
Yeah, I think you know, goals aren't coming as easy this year for me, so just trying to switch it up and do something different. And you know, Grennan and Craigers had some good picks there, open up the lane, and I got to take it if they're doing the dirty work. So it worked out well.
Thanks so much, Corey.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ashley. Yes, a hat trick for Corey Small. The Rock lead the Swarm 7-6. We'll be back with halftime highlights. You're watching the NLL on TSN and ESPN+.